So in this video we will calculate the economic order quantity to place the order at reorder level. So what is economic order quantity? How much materials may be ordered at a time? An industry making bolts will definitely like to know the length of steel bars to be purchased at any one time. So depending on the manufacturing rate, the demand of the final product, and what are the costs associated with procuring and storing the items, the industry will decide what should be economic order quantity. So economic order quantity is one which permits lowest cost per unit and is most advantageous. So in this graph we can analysis how economic order quantity is decided. So the x-axis we have time or days, in y-axis we have quantity. So at the starting time already the highest amount of quantity, that is OA, is there in hand, and from the market demand we have decided that once the order will be placed it will take some time. So that is between two purchase order, the time, the lead time is from B dash to D dash. So in x-axis we have the timeline. So B dash to D dash is the lead time. That means the time gap between two successive order. If we start the ordering at the point of B, then we will receive the item at the point of D. So with this D dash and D is the reserve stock or buffer, because if we order at the point of B we will receive the order at the point of D. Some ordering time and some procuring time will takes place, and finally we will receive the item at the point D. So first we have to find out which one is the reorder point. Here it is point B. So once the quantity will reach at this level we have to start placing order, and this D dash is the buffer level, because after receiving the order, if by chance some delay will occur or some increase in demand will occur, then this inventory will support the manufacturing system. So this is the graph. So how many times we have to order in a year? So that we will calculate what is the maximum inventory we will keep and what is the amount or the quantity we will order in one order, and what should be the buffer stock or minimum stock. So this graph shows this line D dash to D is the minimum stock, 0 to A is the maximum stock. This is the B line is the reorder point line, or at this level we have to reorder, and this is the inventory consumption rate. This slope is defined as per the inventory consumption rate. So from this graph we understand that Starting from an instant when inventory OA is in the store, it consumes gradually in quantity from A along the line AD at a uniform rate, because the graph is a straight line. So at a uniform line, the inventory is consumed, the quantity is decreasing day by day. And we know it takes L number of days between initiating an order and receiving the required inventory. So when the quantity reaches point B, purchase requisition is initiated, which takes from B to C, that is the time R, the purchase process. And once the purchase order is issued, that means purchase order is issued at the point of C, because the purchase process takes the time from B to C, that is the time R. So from C to D is the procurement time. So once the order is placed, the farm to which the order is placed and the transportation will take some time. That time is from C to D. So at point D, the resource or the ordered quantity will come and the inventory will again goes to the maximum number. The inventory again reach the total quantity, that is the maximum value. So this is the manner in which the industry has to order. So the maximum quantity is OA and the minimum quantity is OE, that is the buffer stock. At any time we have to maintain the minimum quantity, and the maximum quantity will be achieved only when we will receive the ordered quantity. So what is standard order? It is the difference between the maximum and minimum quantity, and it is known as economical purchase inventory size or standard order size. And what is the reorder point? It indicates that it is high time to initiate a purchase order, because we have already calculated the number of days which will be required from placing an order and receiving the order. So and the rate of the inventory consumption. So keeping in mind the rate of inventory consumption and the time required, we have to find out the reorder point, because at that time if the purchase order will not start, then the minimum inventory or the reserve stock or the buffer stock will be exhausted before the new material arrives. So from B dash to D dash, it is the lead time, and it may be calculated on the basis of past experience. It includes time to prepare purchase requisition and placing the order, and the time taken to deliver purchase order to the seller. Time for seller to get or prepare inventory. Time for inventory to be dispatched from the vendor's end and to reach the customer. So all these will be calculated and the reorder level will be finalized. So how you will calculate the economic order quantity? So with cost and quantity, we have already discussed there are two types of cost: inventory cost associated with inventory. So some are fixed cost and some are variable cost. So fixed cost will be a horizontal line, it does not depend on quantity. So this line is the fixed cost line. And another one is variable cost, carrying cost and ordering cost. These are the variable cost. So variable cost is a straight line starting from origin, because when the quantity will be 0, the variable cost will be 0 and it will go on increasing with the number of quantity. So if we add the fixed cost and the variable cost, we will get an curve which is known as procurement cost, which decreases as order quantity increases and again increases. So that, and we have to calculate, so what is the total annual cost, the selling cost. So the total annual cost and the point at which the procurement cost and the varying cost will interact. So that point, the quantity of that point is known as economic order quantity. So inventory procurement cost we have already discussed. So those are costs associated with receiving quotation, processing, purchase, requisition, following up and expediting purchase order, receiving material and then inspection, processing, seller's invoice. So all these type of costs are procurement cost. And inventory carrying cost also we have already discussed. So we have to now find out mathematically what will be the economic order. So these are the notations. Q is the economic lot size, C is the cost of one item, I is the cost of carrying inventory in percentage per period, P is the procurement cost associated with one order, and U is the total quantity used per period. So next, our total number of purchase order per year is equal to total quantity required per year divided by economical order quantity, that is U by Q. So from this U by Q we can calculate the number of order, and P is the cost involved in one order. So what is the total procurement cost? That is U by Q into P. That is number of order into cost per order. Then our maximum inventory is Q. So we have calculated average annual inventory is Q by 2. So if average inventory is Q by 2 and I is the cost carrying inventory in percentage per period and C is the cost of item, then the total inventory carrying cost is Q by 2 into C into I, and total cost is equal to ordering cost plus inventory carrying cost. So this is equal to U by Q into P plus Q by 2 into C into I. Once again you have to calculate, one is ordering cost and the second one is the inventory carrying cost. For inventory carrying cost, the average inventory throughout the year is Q by 2 and I is the percentage of inventory carrying cost in percent of the cost of the item and per period, and C is the cost of the item. So inventory carrying cost is average inventory quantity into cost per item into cost of carrying inventory in percent per period. So by this we can calculate what is the total cost. So the total cost is total number of product U divided by in economic order quantity Q into cost associated with one order plus the carrying cost. So to minimize the total cost, we have to differentiate the total cost with respect to q, and dt by dq must be equal to 0. So dt by dq, that is d of dq of the total cost, that is u by q into p plus q by 2 into c into y, is equal to 0. So differentiating this, we will get q equal to root over 2up by ci. Using this formula, we can calculate the economic order quantity for a particular case, and this quantity will be ordered at reorder level. So with this, we have completed inventory control chapter. notation